Alright. Welcome back, people. It is time for the second game of the night. Once again, this is the Team Liquid Legacy Star League Qualifier number 3, where we will decide who is worthy to compete in the arena of the TLS. That's right. Now, the next game is going to be my favorite matchup to play. Perhaps not to watch, but to play, because it's the only matchup I have like above 50% win rate. It's going to be a PvP! And let me tell you something, guys. Alright, let me tell you something. This matchup actually has a legendary player in it. You know what? I'm just going to go to the matchup screen. It is going to be Jumper versus Legionnaire on Fighting Spirit. Now, for those of you who don't know what's going on, there is in fact an ex-pro gamer in this matchup, and it's not Jumper. I mean, Jumper's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like Jumper. In fact, I'm actually really torn on this. Okay, because this is a round of 16. It's a best of 1. So there's only one game between these guys. I really like Jumper. I'm really rooting for him to win. He's not necessarily like the top caliber of foreigner, but he's like a really funny guy, and he's pretty good too. And Legionnaire, though, I mean, Legionnaire is a living legend. You know, he's like super old school. He's been a pro gamer in Korea, like on a team, playing on TV, in like the cool uniform and everything. I mean, this guy is just way too cool. So I expect great things from this matchup. Interestingly, though, like I think he only I don't think he played in last season of TLS. I think he only recently became sort of active again. I know he played in, was it Gem League or Torn Heart Star League? One of those. He actually played some really cool games against Rec Rule. But he played last weekend in Qualifier number 1, and I think he just got knocked out first round or something. So I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I'm hoping for an awesome PvP. So with that, let us go into this match. Alright, here we are in the first and only game, in fact, as it is a best of 1. At the top left, as the red Protoss, we have SJ Jumper. And at the bottom left, as the brown Protoss, we have Glass Sword, aka Legionnaire. I just realized I'm not actually sure how to spell Legionnaire. Did I spell that correctly? Oh my god, that would be so embarrassing. Please tell me I spelled that correctly. Legion. Is there 2? I'm pretty sure there's 2 N's. Legionnaire. You know, I'm just gonna say it's fine. Whatevs. Oh, did I spell jumper correctly? Alright, at least I spelled jumper correctly, so even if that's wrong, I'll be 1 for 2. It's not bad. It's fine. Anyway, Fighting Spirit, very standard map, although, given, you know, that Legionnaire was active, I don't know, like 2004? 3? How old is this guy? I don't even know what year he was active, but it was way before Fighting Spirit's time. So, you know, despite Fighting Spirit being basically the most played map nowadays, Legionnaire might not even be that familiar with it. I don't know. Although presumably he did at least, you know, sort of look at the map first. Anyway. Bum, 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 bum. Because we got Gateway in the base. By the way, Jumper, I believe last weekend played a PvP against Effany, who we later found out to be Alfio. And Effany, of course, did make it to the finals of that first qualifier. But in his game against Jumper, I believe Jumper, at least I was told Jumper went for a 12 next. I didn't catch the beginning of the game, but I believe Jumper went for a 12 next opening, which is, of course, my favorite opening in this matchup. But then somehow subsequently lost. I only caught really like the tail end of the game, so I didn't really know what happened. But it looks like he's not doing that this game. Both players just going for really standard openings here. Looks like Legionnaire going to go for a core first, not going to get the initial Zealot. And neither is Jumper, actually. And I quite like this. You know, I always say this, but I'm a big fan of going just for the core first on a 4-player map with a narrow ramp in your main. I mean, this is slightly riskier if your opponent's 2-gating you, even like a 10-12 gate. which isn't really cheesy or cutting probes. You can be slightly vulnerable to if you go for the core before the first zealot, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay on Fighting Spirit. And we are going to have a cross-map scout here from Legionnaire. Still no scout from Jumper, interestingly enough. That's a fairly late scout from him. Doesn't really seem to be too bothered about what his opponent's doing at all. I mean, if you're going to scout this late, it's basically saying, you know, I'm not too concerned about checking out for any weird builds or something like scouting out early DT rush. He basically only cares about checking his opponent's position with this probe, because that's realistically all he's going to get. I mean, if you're going to scout this late, there's absolutely no way your opponent's not going to have a zealot out, even if he went for core first. So that's the deal here, and Legionnaire obviously not going to be able to scout either because Jumper's now got his probe up here. And Jumper's just gone for the 1-gate robo, so that's pretty standard. And nothing yet for Glassword. Actually, wait a minute. Is that before? Oh wait, excuse me, that's not a standard. He did that before getting range. Because I was gonna say, like, why is there nothing in Legionnaire's base? Legionnaire's actually the one who's done, you know, something more usual, which is just to go straight for the Dragoon range, get a second gateway. This is all very normal. You can't get the Robo after the range as well, so that's what I assumed Jumper did, was get Dragoon range and then get a Robo. But instead, Jumper's actually gone for basically the fastest robotics facility you can. Cybernetics core before robotics, and then cybernetics core before zealot, and then robotics before range. That is actually literally the fastest robo you can get. So he's going to be going for some fast Reaver shenanigans. There's nothing else this can be. If he gets just go straight Observer now, like, my head's going to explode. Oh my god, Jumper, what the? Okay, thank you. Oh my god. I was going to say, if you just, like, rushed Robo to get Ob skipping range, I would actually just have a fit on the stream, because that would just make absolutely no sense. He's getting the Reaver. Interestingly, he's got this fast Observer. This is basically a safety Obs. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't get the shuttle first here. A pretty common thing you can do if you're a little bit scared of DTs is you can go shuttle, Obs, and then Reaver, which would make a lot more sense to me. I really think he should have gotten shuttle before this Observer. This Observer is just too fast. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, is Legionnaire really going for, like, uber fast DTs? The only I mean, this Obs is like, it's even faster than if Legionnaire had skipped range and gone straight DT, you know, which is the fastest way you can go DTs. And even then, I think this Obs is too fast, because you've got to take into account the walking distance that the DT has to take from the your opponent's base. Like, I'm pretty sure even if he went shuttle, Obs, and then Reaver, he'd still have the Obs in time for, you know, a mega fast DT rush from Legionnaire, which is obviously not what's happening anyway. So not a huge fan of that ordering from Jumper, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Is he just not getting a shuttle? What the? Wait a minute, is he? What? Okay, so okay, actually, okay, I'm again not a huge fan of this, but I can try and justify it. So here's my attempt to justify going the Reaver before the shuttle. He's slightly concerned that if there's any kind of, like, 3-gate aggression from Legionnaire, or even if it was just like 2-gate aggression, he'd still have a difficult time, because you can see he's got no goon range. He's only got units out of 1 gateway, so he's slightly concerned about that. But seriously, dude, if you're gonna go Robo before range, I don't think you can be concerned about those kinds of things. Oh my god, what is Jumper doing? He's turned this into a 4-gate Goon Reaver all-in? What is this man thinking? Jumper is just doing the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in a PvP. And this is coming from the guy who goes Nexus first. I mean, when I say you're doing something weird in PvP, that's just crazy. Legionnaire, by the way, is taking a hidden base at the 3 o'clock, which is probably going to kill him, unless he has, like, super good defense. Basically, Legionnaire needs to stay in his main on the high ground and just defend with his Reaver, and then he might be okay. Because this is basically all in from Jumper. He has declared that he wants to win without taking an expansion, like getting these 4 gateways and the Reaver tech. There's no other explanation. Unfortunately for him, that's going to get scouted by Legionnaire. I really don't understand this, because Jumper's first Observer got killed by Legionnaire with an Observer. So it was like, clearly he's going to see it. Why would you do this? Is he just trying to freak Legionnaire out or something? Oh. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, Legionnaire, instead of transferring the probes, has actually decided to shuttle them out. Unfortunately for him, he might just lose all of the rest of his probes in his main base. Oh god, this is going to be bad. Oh god, the goons were actually on the top side. They were trying to block the shuttle from the north side. But fortunately for him, Jumper's decided not to Reaver micro at all. So that's good. That's pretty nice. It's a good plan, Jumper. That's a good plan. Get the fastest robo imaginable, do no damage with it, and then go 4-gate goon all in. He's not even making another Reaver. What are you doing, Jumper, man? I mean, please, can somebody... Oh my god. Can somebody just, like, link Jumper the Liquipedia page for PvP? Did he really just turn this into a 4-gate goon all in? Oh, Jumper, dude. Are you Pharrella? I don't know what he's thinking. What is going on in that crazy head of yours? Anyway, Legionnaire's gotten shuttle speed now. He's also kept most of his goons at the top to block any more Reavers. This is could be slightly problematic if Jumper kind of like moves out to attack now, but Jumper's just playing defensively. Like, Jumper's gone for uber fast Reaver rush into 4-gate goon all in into defend. Who goes 4-gate goon all in and defends? Oh my god, it's like doing a defensive 4-pool. It's like, yeah, I went 4-pool so he couldn't kill me with a 2-gate. It's like, what? What? No, that's wrong. Do not do that. Why is he moving out with half his units? Oh, because the other half are stuck. Alright, that's not his fault. Look at this, goon's like trying to get down a ramp. Oh man, it's terrible. Yeah. For some reason, Legionnaire's like preemptively mannered his natural. Actually, I'm not sure if that matters next. I'm pretty sure it does though. I'm pretty sure it's not right. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know why he's built it there though. Anyway, so Legionnaire is building this game was actually relatively late considering how early he scouted the 4-gate of Jumper. If I was Legionnaire, I would have built these gateways super duper quick. Although I guess, given that this is an hour ramp, it's almost impossible for Jumper to break this. And because Legionnaire's actually got like a fully saturated hidden base here, Legionnaire is just miles ahead. Jumper basically needs to win with his attack, and but he doesn't know it. Jumper right now thinks he's ahead, because he thinks that he's getting an expansion and Legionnaire doesn't have one, and he's now got Legionnaire contained. So Jumper thinks that somehow his completely wacky build, and that's being nice about it, is actually working, and he's just completely wrong. The only issue I have, or I guess the only... Oh shit, I just missed something amazing, didn't I? No, there's no probes left! Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. It's not my fault, he's brown! I couldn't see it on the minimap! Shit. Alright, well, Jumper just lost all his probes. Anyway, Jumper, alright, so Jumper is gone from being behind to, like, being even more behind. The only thing Jumper has going for him is that it's, like, freaking impossible to, like, break down your ramp effectively like this. Even if he has, like, a big economic lead right now, this is just, like, such a pain in the butt to break out of. Like, he might try an elevator down here at the top of his main or something. But, I don't know. Anyway. So... what's going on here? Legionnaire's actually sending out another probe. I feel like he's going to take another hidden expo. And, it's not a terrible idea. I mean, he's actually banking a lot of minerals. But the problem with this is, like, okay, so if he takes a hidden base here, what happens when Jumper actually decides to go scout, which he really should at this point? I mean, if you're sitting here pretty outside your, inside your opponent's natural, and he's not, like, actively trying to elevate her out or something, I would be very suspicious. This is an absolute must scout situation for Jumper. Like, the probability of Legionnaire having a hidden base right now, even if, I mean, obviously we can see it, so we know, but like, even if I didn't have Legionnaire's vision right now, I'd say there's like an 80% chance he's trying to take a hidden expo. This really should be scouted. This is actually a pretty basic mistake that Jumper's making right now. Schoolboy error from Jumper. Yeah, so the only real concern for Legionnaire right now is if he's really solidly contained here. Like, Jumper can actually even build some cannons here if he's got a forge. I don't think he does yet, but at some point he can actually just build cannons, and it's pretty lolsy, but it actually is quite effective. Like, if these all get scouted, and then Jumper goes and kills him with like 3 units, and Legionnaire just still can't leave his base, like, what does he actually do then? So, I mean, this is all well and dandy. I actually really like these gateways here, by the way, though. That actually solves part of that problem. But even then, I think something's dying. There's another Reaver here. Looks like he just went to the natural though. What is being shoot? Oh man, this thing is confusing me. All right, oh, is he going in again? No, actually no, there's no probes here. Jumper should actually have left an obs here or something to spot for that. Oh god, if you just transfer that with no goons here, why are there no goons here? Oh my god, why? Okay, there we go. Like, why would you transfer back to a mineral line that's getting Reaper harassed when you have no Dragoons there? It's pretty bad. Anyway, Legionnaire is actually just massing up a butt ton of units in his base. Oh, there we go. Alright, looks like he only got a couple there. I'm not sure how actually. It looked like it blew up in the middle of the probe line. Now, I should probably just not go back to the man and just keep looking at this guy. Oh, yeah, no chance, no chance. See, I had assumed that Jumper would have positioned Dragoons here to block this earlier. But, alright. Anyway, so Legionnaire, he's got his base up. He's going to start macroing here. It's going to be really funny, actually, if Jumper just commits like all his units here and suddenly a huge counterattack comes from the top right. This is a serious butt ton of units, though. I just can't... Okay, Jumper's finally going to go scout. Leaving some random spawning pylon as well, but he's not scouting the proper locations. Man, Jumper. I bet if Jumper loses this game and then watches this replay, he's going to be so sad. He's actually just going to be crying tears of Protoss manliness. Because this is just the saddest thing. But I mean, it's entirely Jumper's fault for not scouting those expos. These should not have been allowed to happen at all. If you're gonna go for this kind of aggressive contain, this expo scouting should happen way earlier. You should even do it with 2 probes. And this is just a little bit silly from Jumper. Anyway, looks like a few random goons gonna go down at 6 o'clock, try to snipe off this shuttle. This could actually be amazing timing. No, not quite. Oh. Man, 3 seconds faster, we would have got that. But here's a random attack from the top right. Look at this. Legionnaire is now revealed. He has a bunch of random units coming from somewhere. Jumper must be so confused right now. He's like, what is going on? I'm pretty sure though, seeing those units, he now knows there must be a hidden expansion somewhere that also has gateways. There's no other explanation for this. There's literally nothing else that could happen. I mean, what's he gonna do? Recall the units out? No way. Anyway, here's the bust at the same time. Looks like Legionnaire taking advantage of the momentary distraction, dropping his 2 Reavers here. They're a little bit exposed, but ooh, sniping off Jumper's Reaver straight away. Looks like he's just got a lot of units on move command. But see, this is the issue I was talking about. Even though Legionnaire had a vastly superior army, it was difficult for him to break out. Although it looks like a few units were elevated out the top, and he is going to be able to break out with the help of these speed lots and the 2 Reavers doing a lot of damage there. And now Jumper is completely boned. Jumper is like, what is going on? Why are there so many units to the top right? I'm pretty sure this attack can actually just kill Jumper right now. This attack is actually just going to own him. So Jumper now is going to do super defense mode with this 1 Reaver, but I mean, with all these speed lots in the front, it's going to be really hard for him anyway. Speed lots are just actually amazingly good against Dragoons. What is this? Random obs. I still don't think Jumper's actually even scouted the hidden expos. Because his 1 probe that was going to the top right got killed like on the bridge. Meanwhile, Legionnaire is having some macro issues. You can see he's still a little bit rusty from his time away from Brood War. But apparently good enough to take a game off Jumper, who I would say is, probably if not the top tier, in the second tier of foreign players. Well, slightly better than that even. I don't know. I think he's hit A- before, maybe B+ max. I don't know. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good. And this Legionnaire is actually just gonna go for more harassment. Oh god. Oh crap. Oh balls! Ah! I got that one. All right, that's some slight redemption for missing the earlier harassment. Oh god. Blah. Now the obs comes, and Jumper's just gonna be like, ah, god damn it. Is he gonna type something? I bet he's gonna type something. No, he's not. He's just crying on the inside. He's holding it in like a man. But it's too late. It is far too late. Poor Jumper. Well, at least he's finally taking a 3rd, although that's not gonna last long. Jumper might just go all in with this attack. He's got 2 Reavers now. Legionnaire's only got 1. Doesn't matter though. Jumper's at a really awkward angle. There we go. Ready, focus fire on the Reavers. Ooh, nice pickup there. He actually dodged that Reaver shot. Sick pickup by Legionnaire. And now Jumper lost both his Reavers. And we can push back into his base. GG from Jumper. Legionnaire makes it to the round of 8. Oh man, what a hero. What a hero. Woo! Legionnaire! That was actually Legionnaire, by the way. I told you he was a pro gamer. You even got gifs of him in the thing. Aw, yeah, Legionnaire, Legionnaire. You know what? We need some more Legionnaire up in here. Let's get some Legionnaire co-casting. Where's Legionnaire? Where did I put Legionnaire? Hey, there he is. Or no, there he is. Look at that handsome Protoss. That's right. That's the guy that just owned Jumper. Sup. Alright, so what was I supposed to do right now? Oh, commercial break, ad break. Alright, BRB for more games.